So, you just started using LinkedIn Premium. Now what? Well, on your premium company page, you noticed around 7.5 times more page engagement and 5 times more page views. Well done. And now, new clients are messaging you. All because you're using LinkedIn Premium, which helps you get the business growth you want. Think big, small business. Think big. Start your free trial at linkedin.com/premium small business. That's linkedin.com/premium small business.
This episode is brought to you by Pluto TV. Summer of cinema is here, and Pluto TV is exploding with thousands of free movies. Feel the explosive action all summer long with movies like Gladiator, Beverly Hills Cop, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Good Burger, Stealth, Four Brothers, and Star Trek. Bring the action with you and stream for free on all your favorite devices. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never. Stream now at Pluto.tv.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Everything is more exhilarating when you're on your motorcycle, just like your bike is more protected when you choose Progressive Motorcycle Insurance. They offer coverage for your bike, starting as low as $75 per year. And they keep things affordable, with discounts like paid in full, multi-policy, and responsible driver. So raise your kickstands and get to quoting at Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. $75 premium is for state minimum coverage. Not available in D.C. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Right. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
My story isn't done, no. It's not done. I have much chapters to run. I created one of none. My story was meant for someone. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Twitch, I see you. Big O. I see you tagged. Hey. Hold on. Too many things that's going on. Intentions, and they never tell you what from. That's something they don't mention. Man, this shit is really fucked up. I've been going through some dumb stuff. Well, not really through some dumb stuff, but life's really crazy. I'm telling you, my baby. I'll tell you what. Please do not ever give up. Your purpose is not even done. So keep on pushing till you are. Keep pushing. So keep on pushing till you are. Don't ever give up. Don't. I know it's hard than a motherfucker. I see y'all. I know y'all not used to me being on Instagram. I go through the shit every day. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I be wanting to give up. But I got people that stand by me, that encourage me, and they keep me lifted. So I'm here to keep you lifted too. I love you. Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limit. Shout out to all my couch potatoes that's tuned in. Today is Fuck Fentanyl, and I do this every month because we have lost too many of our people to fentanyl. And I don't mean our people like black people. I mean our people like us as a human race. We have lost way too many people. So I feel like, each platform, personally, I feel like we all should do our part in speaking on the things that don't get spoke on that often or things that need light. I think we need to do our part and just speak on it. My bad. I was thirsty. Okay. Coming up on again. I was so thirsty. Coming up on the couch this Thursday, we got Litty Hayes. I'm super excited to have him on the couch. He's one of my favorite DJs. I got like maybe 3 favorite DJs, but I have a top 5. But I got like 3 actual favorites, and he's one of them. So I'm super excited to have him on the couch. Anytime I have somebody on the couch, they are my superstars. Like, all of you guys are superstars. It's not, and don't get it twisted, it's thunder the fuck up all day. But I was able to interview Damian Lillard, so that's why Damian's back there. So don't get it twisted, y'all. But it's more than one of us that have lost somebody that we know or somebody that was really close to us to fentanyl. And just recently, I didn't realize that there were people that are actually embarrassed to talk about this. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about if you lost someone. It's nothing to be embarrassed about if it's your drug of choice. It's nothing to be embarrassed about if it's your drug of choice. Please enlighten us. Tell us the reason why you choose it. Tell it, like, I got questions. So... Again, let me see if I can send him the live, because he needs to come up here. We got to talk to him. We have to. There we go. Okay. I just sent him a request. Shut up. Yeah, I was. Listen, if he comes up, then we're going to ask him these questions. Sometimes hard questions have to be asked. So hopefully he comes up. Before we go on, let's give a moment of silence for the ones that didn't make it here today for whatever reason, whether it was a mental health reason, car wreck, shooting, whatever the reason, fentanyl. Let's give this moment to the ones that we can remember. And then even if you don't remember some people, just give this moment to the ones that aren't here. And if you guys are just tuning in and you're wondering what we're going to be talking about tonight is fentanyl. And again, I really didn't believe that this is an embarrassing subject. But again, I literally spoke to somebody and I was like, hey, I do fuck fentanyl every month. And it's, just to bring awareness to everyone that tunes in or that comes across this live or comes across the podcast. Something that you might say that has happened in your life dealing or pertaining to fentanyl could help the next person. There's so many kids out here right now, all they can think is, I want to be like maybe an adult that they met in their life. Or sometimes they listen to these rappers and they're like, oh, okay, he's singing about Percocets and Molly and this and that. I want to try that. They're glorifying certain things in their music. Now, I will say this, and anybody that knows me, then y'all know what type of music I make. Yeah, I've made songs about shrooms, and I stand on that. The fuck? But there's people that's actually making songs glorifying popping pills and drinking lean and
Some are even glorifying the fact that they falling and passing out. And these kids are hearing it and listening to it. And they're thinking, you know what? If they did it, then I can do it. If they can pass out and wake back up, how come I can't? So they're actually thinking that they can do the same thing that their favorite rapper is doing, or their same thing that their favorite brother or sister is doing, or their mom and dad. They're trying to be like an adult in their life. That's why you see you see some of these cases where there are young kids that are dying from fentanyl because they're trying drugs thinking that they're trying something else, not knowing the risks that are out there. Only because some parents aren't telling their children, hey, you know, if you're going to do drugs, you got to make sure that, because back in the day, we didn't have to say, hey, make sure that you take some fentanyl test strips, or make sure that you do this, that. We wasn't doing that back in the day. So now we have to be diligent to tell our kids, hey, you know, if you're going out, you know, it's going to be drugs that's going to be out there, and you might be tempted. You might even want to do some. But I'm going to, just like y'all give out condoms to some of y'all kids, some of y'all need to start just giving out fentanyl drug tests and just drug test strips, just so they can test whatever drug, if they decide to take some drugs while they're out. Don't make them feel like, no, you better not go do, because sometimes whenever you tell them that they better not go do something, 9 times out of 10, your child is going to do it. 9 times out of 10, we did it, right? So don't just, you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to raise your kids. I'm just telling you, fuck saying don't. All I'm saying is tell them about the dangers of fentanyl and other drugs out there. Now, if you're in the Oklahoma area, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Oklahoma drug agents are warning everyone now about a new lethal drug that they're saying is stronger than fentanyl. Stronger than fentanyl. First, they told us fentanyl was the strongest shit the fuck out there. That if you take just this much, then you fucking gone. But then we finding out that people actually prefer fentanyl. Some people actually prefer to do it. So fentanyl, in the past, being the strongest drug that can kill someone, is now no longer in the state of Oklahoma. It's no longer the strongest drug on the streets anymore. Nitazines, it's a synthetic opioid. It's so strong that it was never approved for the medical use. It is now disguised as a pill. Now, I don't know if you guys are conspiracy theorists, or if you pay attention to whenever you read the news, or whenever you say something, or whenever I was reading it, immediately what came to mind is, first of all, you're telling me that it's a synthetic opioid. First of all, a company made this. A huge company. Or who knows, it could have been a small company. Whatever company made it. A company made it, right? And they're presenting it to the FDA and everybody to get approved. And they're saying, hey, you know, they got to give their pros and cons of the reason why it should be approved. Okay. For whatever reason, as they're presenting this to the FDA and everybody on the board and whoever, they decide, the FDA and all of them, they decide, you know what? I hear what you're saying on the benefits of this synthetic opioid, but it's too many negative side effects. And it's, you know what? It's way too strong. Fuck the side effects. It's way too strong. And we're not going to be behind that. So, no, it's not approved. So, now the people that put in all this hard work, this time, effort, and money into making this synthetic drug, this new synthetic drug called nitazines, after they put in all that time and effort, and they did all of that for years just to be told no, they said, you know what? Oh, you think that I'm not going to make my money back because you said no? Check me out. I'm going to turn this into a pill form, and I'm going to flood the fucking streets with it. I don't know who don't think nothing like that, but that's immediately what I thought. You telling me that they put in all this money, didn't get approved, and they didn't put it on the streets? They're the ones that made it. They're the ones who had access to it. It wasn't created until they created it. So how, all of a sudden, this synthetic drug is flooding the streets of Oklahoma? How come all of a sudden? Where was this company based out of? Who runs this company? Was somebody fired and they took the pills and then they said, or they took the medicine and turned it into a pill and sold it? No. What happened was the company that did it, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, allegedly, yeah, you know, anything that's said on the couch, if it's something to do with the news, it's alleged. Allegedly. This is just my beliefs. That's why I said, do y'all believe in conspiracies? You can think what you want, but this is my thing, is if I know that a drug company have been trying to push some new drugs on us, and they got denied, and then all of a sudden, they same drug is everywhere, why wouldn't I immediately think that it was them that did it? They're the creators. They're the ones with the access. They're the motherfuckers that did it. So y'all actually know exactly where to go. So go straight to the source and get them the fuck off the streets, because they. And I say this all the time whenever we do fuck fentanyl. When it comes to thousands and thousands of, I love you. I love you, Brooklyn. When we hear stories about people getting pulled over and they got thousands and thousands and thousands of fentanyl pills, why on earth would you guys just sit there and just think, oh, you know what? This is a regular person and they just get fentanyl. No, someone is giving large quantity amounts. And it can't just be a regular person. It's someone in the government. So just like this company who created nitazine, the synthetic opioid, you are the drug dealer of this pill. I don't give a fuck. You created it. You created the first one, and I don't give a fuck. You created the sister. Yes. It's okay. I'm just getting started, baby. It's crazy because it's nothing to wonder about. The company that created the pill is obviously the people who have Oklahoma fucked up right now. And us as a community need to fucking fight it and stand up. Like, we know where the source came from. The source came from the company. They the only ones that had it. They the only ones that made it. So they're the ones that's flooding our streets with our babies, our friends, our family. Only Oklahoma. Listen, and shout out to all the states right now that don't have it right now. But right now, Oklahoma has a new opioid. Nitazines. And it's no reason to wonder where it's coming from. Because it's clear as day. It's clear as day. The only way we can stop these type of drugs from flooding our streets is if we speak on it, expose it. People have to know. If they don't know, then they don't know what to look for. They not knowing, hey, it's a new drug that's out here. They not knowing that. Listen, I'm telling you, do your research. It's out there. It might not be in your city and state right now, but it's right here in Oklahoma. And I have too many people that I fuck with. Matter of fact, even don't fuck with. It's too many people out here. I would never want to see anybody accidentally getting or buying something off the street, and it just so happened to be this new synthetic opioid that's stronger than fentanyl. I don't want anyone losing their life from this. And again, like I said, there are people who actually choose to do this drug, who actually love this drug. And if that is you, then please, 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 please let me interview you, because I have so many questions. You know, I've had a young person on a couch before speaking on, you know, being addicted to fentanyl. But then I had other people hitting me up like, yo, she's lying, or he's lying. And they never did fentanyl, because that's not what the withdrawals are like. I'll tell you what it is like. I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. But, you know, I got more questions. I have questions. I need answers. We got to keep putting the word out there. There are people who do not give a fuck about you, to the point where they will sell you whatever. They not going to test the drugs that they getting. They getting a batch of these pills, and out of 500 pills, maybe 1 or 2 of those pills are fentanyl. And then, who knows, a couple months from now, we might be hearing so many stories about this new drug, nitazines, the synthetic opioid. We might be hearing in a few months that nitazine has taken over and has killed so many people in Oklahoma. Why is Oklahoma being targeted? Because that seems like a target. It's the reason why Oklahoma is the only one who has reported this drug, this new drug that's stronger than fentanyl. Oklahoma, y'all gotta really start paying attention. Because if you think for 1 second, that shit ain't happening all around us, whether you know it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you have to literally make yourself aware of everything that's happening in the streets. Don't think, oh, I ain't from the streets, I don't need to know what's happening in the streets. You still need to fucking know what's happening in the streets. It's called nitazene, Nitazenes. You need to know what's happening in the streets, whether you street smart or not, whether you hood, I don't give a fuck who you are. Especially if you somebody that travels or that goes out to different neighborhoods, and you need to know who's beefing with who, what colors to wear, what not to wear, because you can't just go to California on the red side wearing blue, and you can't just go on the blue side wearing red, and that's just what it is. You don't gotta be gang banging. A motherfucker will still press the issue. It doesn't matter. So you need to make yourself knowledgeable about the things that's happening in your city, all around you, in your hood, whether you're in the hood or fucking not. It's too many people dying because they don't know. It's too many people dying because they didn't watch the news, or nobody told them, or... Come on now. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep saying rest in peace, wearing people on the shirt, because they're not knowledgeable about the shit that's happening around them. If you know something, speak on it. If you know about a new drug that's going around and you know your friend take pills, tell your fucking friend to take pills. Don't just be like, you know what? I don't want her to think that I'm trying to be her mama. I don't give a fuck. You tell them. Whether they think you they mama, they grandma, they ancestors, you tell them. If you feel it on your heart, do not hold something on your heart because you afraid of what the next motherfucker is going to think about you expressing what's on your heart. Come on now. Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself. Speak your truth. I always tell y'all that your truth can help somebody. Your truth can help somebody. If you are watching this live and you end up, I don't want my hair all in my neck, but it looked stupid just now. If you are somebody that if you're listening to the couch, or if you come back and you just so happen to hear it, or if this is your first time, then I want you to do me a favor. Anybody that you know that does drugs, just tell them about this, especially in the Oklahoma area. I haven't seen that it's anywhere else except for Oklahoma right now. So if you're in the Oklahoma area and you do drugs, there's a new drug that is on the streets right now. And they're saying that it is stronger than fentanyl. It's called nitazines. It is a synthetic opioid. And if you know anybody that just likes to have fun, party, and you don't know for sure if they take pills or not, just tell them anyway. The other day I was at a club, and I know this is off subject, but this is just to tell you that I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm going to speak. And I asked these young ladies, I said, hey, have you guys been tested for fibroids and cysts? And every single one of them had endometriosis. Well, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So basically what I'm saying is it doesn't matter who or where you are or what you're doing in life. If you are out in the streets in a club and you see people partying and grabbing pills and stuff, just be like, hey, I know y'all want to do that. I'm not the police or nothing, but I just want to tell y'all there's a new drug that's out there that's killing people. So just be safe. Just be safe. If they look at you crazy, oh fucking well. You did your due diligence and you spread the word. That's all we can do. We can spread the word just like we can lead somebody the water, but we can't make them drink it. Right. You can give them the word. You can get it off. Don't think that, oh, people gonna look at me crazy. Who give a fuck? As long as you doing your part by spreading the word, spreading truth, and doing your part to try to help save a life, then you've done all that you can do. You good. You good. Keep doing you. Spread the word. Because believe it or not, it could be your friend next. Believe it or not, it can be your parents. It can be anybody. Somebody might be in pain and they might be like, you know what, I'll take whatever. And as soon as they take something, then they're now at the pearly gates or the pearly hell gates, wherever the fuck, or the in between, and they like, yo, like, how did I get here? And they were winding back like, oh yeah, this is what you was doing. You was in this club and somebody gave you a drug and you didn't check and see if it had fentanyl or anything in it, and it did. And you're here with me now. So many parents are missing their children right now. So many families are missing a family member from being lost to fentanyl. Again, the way we can prevent it is if we do our part in speaking on it. Is if we do our part in sharing and spreading the word. There was a resident in a Seattle hospital in a resident is just like a doctor to be. And the whole time that he was there, actually they said for about a year, he used fentanyl on his shift. He mixed fentanyl and some of the anesthesia stuff, which fentanyl is used as well. But he mixed it and was doing it every day on his shift. Now imagine how many families, kids, and people that he put at risk because he chose to do fentanyl on the job. And that's not even going to say that it was probably cases that were unsolved because they didn't know what happened, not knowing that he was high on drugs. So again, that's why I say I want to be able to speak to someone who prefers to do fentanyl, because, you know, do you choose to do it on your own time, or do you do it drive and put other people at risk, or go to work and put other people at risk? Because, you know, sometimes whenever you're an addict, or sometimes whenever you do drugs, you don't really care about anyone around you. You just care about your high and your good time that you're having. There's so many other people that get put at risk, like what happened in Seattle. There's a lawsuit against the hospital, a $1.1 million lawsuit, because of him being high on fentanyl. And that's only because they're suing him for being high on the job, for stealing company. That's stealing company. What? I mean, it's not federal. They didn't say federal, but it could have been. Let's do our due diligence and tell people about fentanyl. Share this live. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesdays from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. If you're watching on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. That way we can save it, and you guys can go back, re-listen to any of the lives, because I'm going to keep going a little bit. I still got a little bit more to say, but I don't want the phone to die on this one, and I didn't get a chance to charge my phone on this one. So I love you, Instagram. Everybody else, let's get back to it. I'm just playing. Just playing. I know I'm childish as hell. I really feel like the phone is already dying because it's not. There we go. All right. Now, anyone that has lost someone from fentanyl, I want to tell you this. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. And I am so truly sorry for your loss. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't. I lost somebody, but to lose a child, so many moms that I hear talking about how they lost their child from fentanyl. And my heart goes out to you. My heart goes all the way out to you. If there's any way that you get this message or that you hear this, if you can write maybe something on my timeline or even in my inbox that I could share. If you've lost somebody and you would like to send their picture, that way we can honor them. Keep their memory alive. You're more than welcome to send it to the couch. And I'll post it every time we do fuck fentanyl. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. It's only Monday. So y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow on the couch. Remember, this week we got Litty Hayes on the couch on the 3rd. Super excited to have him. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, and if you're looking for a DJ in Oklahoma City, book Litty Hayes. He's waiting on you. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Good night. Love you, Vigo. Love you, Twitch.